movie was so timely considering Mohbad's issue and the record label saga, because this movie is just all about the movie industry, things that are going on, the height of competition, envy, hatred, and it's actually a very nice movie. I'll just summarize it for you guys a bit. Funke Akindele is the lead actress in this movie, and she's a singer and she goes by the name She. That's her stage name. She has other colleagues in the industry, but she wants to be the only one trending always. She wants to be the only one talked about, and she will go to any length to ensure that she's the most talked about, she's the most streamed, she's the most loved. This lady and cloud chasing. Now 5 and 6. In this movie, she's a perfect example of a bitter artist that doesn't want to see others shine. In fact, when this her fellow colleague Tito, who V acted as Tito, when Tito won the award, she was not happy. She even went to go and be typing and spreading rumors that the only reason she won was because she slept with the judges to give her that award. That's how bitter this she actually was in this movie. And then to worsen it all, she has a blog. She has blogs that she runs herself just to troll her fellow artists. Yes, you can imagine the level of bitterness. In fact, come to think of it, if there are celebrities that do this, is damn disgusting. That's the height of bitterness. And if this is the perfect representation of our music industry, then things are very bad. This lady hates her colleagues so much that she had to pay someone to act as though he was in love with her. And then when she finally gave in and slept with him, he recorded the whole thing and she took the nudes and posted it on her blog. That's how bitter she is, man. The bitterness shocked me, and I think why this bitterness came was as a result of how her mother actually treated her while growing up, because she has, if you see her hair rats chop her hair in this movie. So I think it's alopecia or whatever, but her hair was just not good right from childhood, and the mother used to use it and mock her and all these things. And I think because of that treatment, she hated her mother and she hated everyone, and because the mother was so good at comparing her sister, she then grew up to want to be in competition with everybody. This lady, I don't think there's anybody that she liked. This lady was always in competition. In fact, one of her colleagues bought a Bentley. She had to go and sleep with one chief in order to get herself a Rolls Royce. Yes, she's in competition with every single artist that is a female there. This lady is so damn stingy that she couldn't even pay her worker's salary. She was owing her worker's salary and was giving gifts to the orphanage, looking good online. This lady will spend her money bribing people to talk good about her while her workers are starving, while she couldn't even send money for her mother's health. Yeah, and even her cousin that was staying with her, that she promised she would send him to the UK, she was always doing him ton, giving her excuses. This boy stayed for 5 good years when he was supposed to stay for just a year, and that's how wicked she is. This lady in question had a big secret. With all this her wickedness, you think she doesn't have secret. This lady had a big secret. She wasn't even the one singing. She wasn't even the one that was the voice behind her songs. She had to go, she had to go to where she will see poor people. She had to pick a poor girl, a girl from a poor background, and then she made her to sign a devilish contract. Imagine signing a contract of 20 years, and for that 20 years, what she just gave her is 10 million naira. That 10 million naira, the girl carried it and paid for her dad's health, and it was out of desperation to save her father that she carried that 10 million naira and signed that contract immediately. And she even told her that if she signs it, she will never sing anywhere again. She will, just one nonsense contract. Her voice should not be heard anywhere. She should not tell anybody about it, if not she'll be arrested. So many rules and regulations. This girl was busy dying in silence. Her dad ended up dying. Now she was struggling to pay her brother's school fees. It was just impossible. The worst part is that this heartless witch, she went and she begged her, please help me with money. She refused. Imagine somebody that is the voice behind you. So all these wicked people, they don't know, say, considering that the girl is her talent, she was supposed to be pampering her, but see, this thing, when they want to end your life, when the devil wants to end your life, he will first make you to be reasoning from the back of your anus. So this lady was dying in silence, but eventually Nancy Sime, who was working for Funke and later left because, they found out that the lady had bald head, and they caught her because she doesn't like going out without wig. So when they caught her that she doesn't have hair, she was so angry, and because of embarrassment, she sacked almost all her workers. The ones she couldn't sack was because they have a contract similar to this lady that she was exploiting. Nancy Isime had intended to open her own record label, and that was why she wanted to work for She. Not knowing she was a demon, she was thinking she would learn the ways of the music industry from her, but unfortunately, she couldn't learn anything. All she learned was that She is a demon. So when she left, she and the She cousin, they started planning on how to get back at her because of her wickedness. They eventually found the girl. They overheard the girl who signed that 20 years contract, because this girl actually, due to desperation and no money, she had to start coming out to sing. And the Nancy Isime saw her, and people were like, this voice is similar to She's voice. And then when she met the girl, she was like, she really liked to work with her. The girl was insisting no because of fear. Later, she eavesdropped on her conversation with her brother and found out that it is because she's actually the voice behind She. So even when they went to plug out, most of these artists that don't have voice, they always have to be singing at the background of their already made music, and that's what this She has been doing for years. But eventually, when someone plugged out the cord, her cousin plugged out the cord in public, she couldn't sing in front of the crowd. As they are saying, sing a cappella. Now, so my dear sister just faint to avoid singing with her cockroach voice. But anyway, Nancy Isime and her cousin were able to convince this young lady to work with them so that she'll get her freedom, and that was how they started planning it. They never knew that this lady has been recording songs for free with this girl. She was just using the girl as a slave, using her for free for years, and the girl didn't even know the road to the studio where they are recording the stuff. She will blindfold the girl, and that's how she'll take the girl to the studio where they'll record the song. And then she'll come out and she'll be answering She, and she'll be raising her shoulder up. Nobody will know her secrets. But eventually, this lady became so desperate because She was now suspecting that people are onto her, because the way the cord was plugged in the concert and everything, she felt there's something wrong. She had to send her boy that went to go and be seducing her fellow artists. That guy is like her hitman. She had to send him to go to her house and all that. So he went and he tried to kill the maid and her cousin, because I don't even, it's like she sent them to sent him to kill them, but unfortunately it didn't work out for her. Meanwhile, when she went to her recording studio, she was surprised to see Nancy Isime, and she was like, so it is you that have been targeting me all this way. You're the one that is trying to spoil my plans. And Nancy Isime was there talking, trying to get out the secrets from her, while the other young lady was recording. Before you know what's happening, everything broke out into a fight, of which they overpowered her, and she was like, okay, should I give you money? At least just give you money so you can go away. Let's end this, And they were like, thunder fire you. That was the end of the movie. It's a very nice movie, actually, considering the fact that Nigerians don't really have much money that is being invested in their movie industry. There's much talent because they are doing well. Yes, for the budget, they are really doing well. That's why I don't like to criticize Nigerian movies so much. For this movie now, I think I'll give it 8.5 over 10. So it is a lovely movie. You go and watch it. It reveals a lot, and it's very timely. It just talks about the movie industry, and it's a nice movie, honestly.